Once upon a time, in a beautiful coastal town in Sri Lanka, there lived a young woman named Kavya. She was 22 years old, with long, dark hair and a bright smile that could make anyone's day better. Kavya loved to dance. For her, dancing was not just a hobby. It was her way of expressing herself. She learned traditional Sri Lankan dances from her father, Mr. Pereira, who was a famous dance teacher in their town. Kavya spent her mornings practicing on the terrace of her home. The cool breeze from the sea, the sound of waves crashing on the shore, and the chirping of birds made her practice even more magical. The whole town admired her dedication, and many people would gather outside her house to watch her practice. One sunny morning, Kavya's peaceful life took an unexpected turn. A young man named Liam arrived at her house. Liam was 24 years old, with brown hair, kind eyes, and an adventurous spirit. He had come all the way from Spain to learn about Sri Lankan culture and make a documentary about it. Liam wanted to include traditional dance in his film, so he approached Mr. Pereira for lessons. At first, Kavya didn't like Liam very much. She thought he was just another tourist who wouldn't take dancing seriously. Why does he want to learn something so special to us? She wondered. But her father believed in sharing their culture with others. Kavya, he said, you will help Liam with his lessons. It's your chance to teach someone about our traditions. Reluctantly, Kavya agreed. During their first lesson, Liam struggled a lot. He couldn't keep up with the rhythm, and his movements were stiff and clumsy. Kavya couldn't help but laugh. You'll need a lot of practice, she said, shaking her head. But Liam didn't give up. Every day, he came back for lessons, trying harder than before. Slowly, Kavya noticed his determination. One day, after hours of practice, Liam managed to perform a simple dance perfectly. Not bad, Kavya said with a small smile. As the days passed, Kavya and Liam spent more time together. They practiced on the beach during sunset, where the golden light made everything look magical. Liam often shared stories about his life in Spain, and Kavya told him about her dreams of becoming a famous dancer. One evening, Liam brought a surprise for Kavya, a box of chocolates from a local shop. For all the patience you've shown while teaching me, he said with a grin. Kavya laughed and accepted the gift. It was the first time she realized how thoughtful Liam was. Their friendship deepened with every lesson. Kavya began to enjoy Liam's company, and Liam admired Kavya's passion and dedication. They laughed together, shared secrets, and sometimes just sat quietly, watching the waves. One day, Mr. Pereira announced that there would be a big cultural festival in their town. He decided that Kavya and Liam would perform together. Kavya was excited, but nervous. What if we make a mistake? She asked Liam. We won't, he said confidently. We'll practice until we get it right. For weeks, they rehearsed every single day. Kavya taught Liam the meaning behind each dance move and helped him perfect his posture. Liam worked harder than ever, determined not to let her down. The night of the festival finally arrived. The stage was decorated with colorful flowers, and hundreds of people gathered to watch the performances. Kavya wore a stunning Khandian sari, and Liam wore traditional attire inspired by Sri Lankan culture. As they stepped onto the stage, the crowd fell silent. Their performance was magical. Every move was graceful, every step perfectly timed. It was as if their souls were dancing together. When they finished, the audience erupted into applause. Kavya and Liam stood hand in hand, smiling at each other. However, their happiness didn't last long. Rumors began to spread in the town. People whispered, "How can Kavya fall for a foreigner? He will leave her and go back to his country." Mr. Pereira was furious. "Kavya, you know our traditions. You cannot be with someone like Liam. He doesn't belong here." Kavya tried to explain, but her father wouldn't listen. Liam, too, felt the pressure. "Maybe it's better if I leave," he told Kavya one evening. Her heart broke, but she nodded. "If that's what you think is best, I won't stop you," she said, tears streaming down her face. The next morning, Liam left. Kavya watched him go, feeling like her world had crumbled. Months passed. Kavya buried herself in dancing, but it wasn't the same. She missed Liam every day. Meanwhile, Liam was in Spain, trying to focus on his documentary, but he couldn't stop thinking about Kavya. One day, during a dance performance at another festival, Kavya saw a familiar face in the crowd. It was Liam. He had returned, holding a bouquet of jasmine flowers. After the performance, he walked up to her and said, "Kavya, I've realized something. My home isn't in Spain or anywhere else. My home is wherever you are." Kavya's eyes filled with tears. "I've missed you," she whispered. Liam smiled and said, "I've missed you more." Kavya's family eventually accepted Liam when they saw how much he loved her and respected their culture. The couple decided to stay in Sri Lanka, where they opened a dance academy. Kavya and Liam's love story became famous in their town. A story of how love can overcome any obstacle and bring two different worlds together. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful love story. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories.